Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing something that I believe Ninjago should actually fix within its own continuity, and I think the perfect opportunity to do this would be with the upcoming Ninjago comic known as Strike of the Serpentine. Is anyone tired of hearing me talk about this comic yet? I just have a lot to say regarding this upcoming comic series for Ninjago, and this could potentially answer a ton of questions that Ninjago fans have had for years now, ever since first learning about the Serpentine War way back during the flashbacks of Season 4. Yes, this comic will tackle the Serpentine War more directly. Like I said, it also has the opportunity to answer several questions. More specifically, everything that has to do with Cole's grandfather, aka the Master of Earth before Lily. Now, we still don't know a lot surrounding this elemental master, or I guess in this case, former elemental master, but he does appear on the cover right next to Master Wu for Strike of the Serpentine, so apparently he's going to have a larger role, at least I would assume so, in this comic, meaning that we can finally get answers. More specifically, answers surrounding why exactly he decided to betray the Alliance way back when. Since we know that thanks to the control of Master Chen manipulating both sides of the war, some elemental masters ultimately decided to betray the Alliance, including Cole's grandfather. But the reason for that was never revealed, except it kind of was, and it's not something that I enjoy. Now, this reveal actually comes courtesy of Ninjago series co-creator Tommy Andreasen, and it's something that actually has been addressed many times. Never in terms of the show or official canon, but as far as Tommy Andreasen is concerned, the reason why several elemental masters, including Cole's grandfather, actually ended up betraying the Alliance was not something that had anything to do with Master Chen directly manipulating them. Instead, they were apparently controlled by Hypnobrai hypnotism, which, funny enough, we did see Cole himself go through in Ninjago Season 1. But that's besides the point here. If Cole's grandfather and the other elemental masters that betrayed the Alliance were just being controlled by the Hypnobrai, well, that takes away from Master Chen's ability to manipulate both sides, which is what we've heard from the show. We heard directly that Master Chen was working with each side to manipulate both sides. In a lot of ways, Master Chen himself can be seen as the very person that started the Serpentine War, since his manipulation is what led both sides to fight each other. But now with this in mind, it kind of just sounds like Master Chen was manipulating one side, with only the Hypnobrai of the Serpentine being directly influenced by Master Chen to hypnotize elemental masters, therefore betraying the Alliance. I think it would be much more impactful and would be of much more importance to see the feelings of the elemental masters who betrayed the Alliance, and actually have them have a legitimate reason as to why they did that. I mean, sure, Master Chen could be pulling the strings, subtly suggesting things that maybe they shouldn't think too much of, again, to manipulate them, not literally control them, if that makes sense. Like with Cole's grandfather, for example, I think I would much rather have a storyline where we see why he made the decisions that he made, instead of just, oh, I don't know, he got mind controlled for a little bit. It's nothing too crazy. Other statements and other stories brought to us by Tommy Andreasen also suggest even more going on behind the scenes with Master Chen that I am not a very big fan of, including Way of the Departed, referencing that Master Chen, quote, cleverly used manipulation, deception, dark magic, and the hypnotic powers of the snakes to turn elemental masters against each other. See, I think that makes it even worse. Master Chen himself is a master manipulator. That's his entire thing, and that's what he's known for. That's what makes him such a compelling villain. If he's resorting to forceful tactics like the hypnotic powers of the Hypnobrai, that just goes against, like, everything that he stands for. At least in my opinion, it does. One of the primary reasons why the Serpentine War started to begin with is because Master Chen noticed the paranoia of the snakes themselves. The prophecy of the Golden Master was something that the Serpentine were very paranoid about. They were scared of the human side betraying them, ultimately spelling doom for their species. Master Chen realized that, decided to manipulate the situation, at the same time giving humans paranoia of the Serpentine, thus leading to this massive all-out war. Again, that's what made Master Chen such a compelling and cunning villain. villain. The idea that he can just do that using his own wit and his own manipulation. He shouldn't need to rely on dark magic or hypnotic powers. Now, speaking of dark magic, I think it is obvious that Master Chen did use dark magic during the war at some points, since Klaus was there, obviously. Klaus's whole thing is dark magic, and we know that Klaus had a lot of influence over the war as well, being Master Chen's pupil and being one of his only pupils after Garmadon decided to defect and join the Elemental Alliance. That is the only exception here, and I still think that dark magic was not used by Master Chen to literally control people, but instead, Master Chen used dark magic to aid him in his manipulation. For example, with the Master of Earth, say there's a scenario that we see in Strike of the Serpentine, where Master Chen and Klaus decide to utilize dark magic as a way to threaten the Master of Earth. Maybe show him some type of illusion of his daughter Lily, if she was even alive at this point. But maybe dark magic could be used to threaten her, or again, give the illusion that she is in danger as a result of him being a part of the war, or maybe, again, use dark magic to craft an illusion that the Elemental Masters would do something to his daughter, thus causing the Master of Earth at the time, Cole's grandfather, to betray the Elemental Alliance. I think something like that would be totally okay and totally understandable, because obviously dark magic was a part of the Serpentine War, but Master Chen should not be relying on it. His manipulation and deception should be primarily what he's using. I really don't like the idea of him relying on dark magic and literally controlling people using the Hypnobrai. Now again, these statements are not officially canon. These are just could-be canon statements brought to us by could-be canon content. Like Ninjago, Way of the Departed, like Ninjago, Splinter in the Blind Man's Eye, both of these novels are written by Ninjago's creator, but not officially solidified as Ninjago canon, which means that Strike of the Serpentine has the opportunity to step away from that and actually do something new, and something that in my opinion would make more sense for official Ninjago canon. But again, it is an interesting proposition. Is it better to respect the wishes of Tommy Andreasen, or is it better to come up with something new, and in my opinion, something that would fit better? It's also entirely possible that Tommy Andreasen doesn't think the same way anymore. Again, these statements are from years and years ago. It's possible that with time he changed his mind about the Serpentine War. But of course, at the end of the day, I'm very curious to see what Strike of the Serpentine actually does with Cole's grandfather and other Elemental Masters that betrayed the Alliance. Leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments, everyone. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. And what would you prefer Strike of the Serpentine do? Would you rather them follow along with the ideas presented by Tommy Andreasen in the past, or do you think they should come up with something new? Leave all of your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.